Hey everybody! Start open the door with the drink in my hand. Hey everybody! This video brings us out to Clermont, Florida. And the reason why we are here in Clermont, Florida is because I was just out here a week ago. Why am I putting everything away? I gotta close my door. Anyway, I was just out here. Actually, it wasn't a week ago. It was a couple of days ago. I was out here on Monday. So it's now Friday. It's the end of the week. I was out here at the beginning of the week here at the Goodwill here in Clermont, Florida. The media section was kind of non-existent. Not a lot going on. Very, very poor selection of media. Not really anything else either. I found like some like a video game thing for my son, and that was about it. Not really much going on at the Goodwill, but they were in the process of restocking, and I'm hoping they've maybe restocked over the last week. We'll see. But my new goal in life, my new thrifting goal in life, I'm going to officially announce this to all of you. It's just to find one thing every time I go out, whether I'm going to a thrift store, whether I'm going to a flea market, a pawn shop, yard selling, I don't care. As long as I find one thing, I'm happy. I gotta stop being so greedy. I'm always trying to find like these huge hauls. I want to find like stacks of movies. And don't get me wrong, I do. I would love to walk out of here with a ton of stuff in my hand, but honestly, if I could just find one good thing, I'm happy. I'll be happy. So that's my new goal in life. Find one thing every time I go thrifting. So we are here again at the Clermont, Florida Goodwill, which I was just at only a couple of days ago. They did not have very much then. Hopefully they have restocked. Hopefully there's all kinds of new goodies. I've got my strawberry lemonade refresher. I am feeling nice and caffeinated, so we're gonna pop in. We're gonna see what they have. And hopefully, no, definitely, we'll find some good deals, or at least one good deal. I don't know why I'm even bothering to look, but I don't know. I always just have to check out what's up front in their holiday section. Oh, here's a pair of Disney Volant ears. Look at that. I'm asking $8 on these, celebrating 25 years of giving. Do you think Danielle wants these? I don't know. They're a little scuffed up. I will send her a photo. Maybe she might want these Volant ears. Maybe she'll want those. As far as anything else is concerned, I don't really see anything else up here. I don't even think these were supposed to be up here. Somebody else probably found these and wanted them and went, they're kind of scuffed, and decided against them. So, all right. Anyway, maybe I already found my one thing. It doesn't have to be one thing for me. It just has to be one thing for me, for Max, for Danielle, for Sean. As long as it's one thing, I am happy. I may have already found that one thing. All right, checking out their, I guess mostly Disney plush section here. Don't really see very much. They do have a, what I thought was a 101 Dalmatians bag. It's not. It's just a bag that is a kind of sort of Dalmatian. I don't know. It's not 101 Dalmatians, so I don't need that. They've got a very weird, I guess, singing Minnie Mouse plush. I don't know. She's got something hard inside her there. And they also have the ears they had last, my camera's not flipping around, they had last Monday when I was out here just a couple of days ago that Danielle did not want, which means I'm kind of leaning towards she's probably not going to want these ears either. But anyway, nothing over there. All right, nothing over there in that. Ooh, okay, hold on. Nothing over there in that Disney section, but over here on the Disney end cap, I am finding a Vinylmation. $5 for this. I don't know who that is in there. It says it's from the Bakery series. I have one of these. I have the Figment from the Bakery series. I don't know who that is. I'm guessing maybe that's Mickey in there. I don't know. They all kind of have the same design. They all have like a Mickey design no matter what character it is. So I don't know who that is, but I don't have this Vinylmation, so I'm thinking for only $5 I'm gonna end up picking this up. Yeah, I don't have that one, so all right, okay. I'm finding a $5 Vinylmation. All right, so I did pull back the icing on the Vinylmation, and sure enough, it is actually Mickey Mouse, so that's pretty cool. And Danielle did get back to me on the ears, and she said she will pass. I kind of assumed she would because they're really $8 for those ears. Those are like the kind of ears where if we found them for like $1 or $2, I'm sure she would be like, yeah, why not? They're like $1 or $2, but for $8, we don't need the the volunteers' ears. So we're passing on those. But again, for $5, I'm not passing on a pretty awesome Vinylmation. It's times like this I start to remember why I try to get out to the Goodwills at opening, not at noon like it is now. They're starting to get a little crowded in here. What are these? Are these are they Play-Doh? I'm trying to figure out what these are. I have no idea. I like them. They're just cool looking, but I don't know what these things are. Leave your comments down below if you know. That one says, that one says vinegar, and this one says, I don't know what that says in there. I can't actually tell what that says. So these are for, I'm guessing, vinegar and other things as well. These are not for Play-Doh. I thought it was the things where like the hair comes out of the top of the heads, but that is not what these are. I've never seen these. I like them. They're kind of like, I don't know, they're kind of like a mid-century sort of feel to them. But again, I've never seen these before. So leave comments down below. Do you have these? Have you used those? Those are interesting. I kind of want to buy them, but at the same time, it's like, do I need them? Would I do anything with them? Would I actually use them? No. So I'm gonna pass. If only my name was Phil. Look at the Intercourse, Pennsylvania mug. That is awesome. Again, you guys know how much I love finding PA here in FL. That is really, really awesome. Yeah. For those of you who do not know, Intercourse, Pennsylvania is a name of a town. By the way, not the original name for the town. The town used to be called Cross Keys. They changed the name to Intercourse. The word intercourse in this case doesn't quite mean what you think it means, but it makes for a lot of very interesting t-shirts and mugs and whatnot. I used to know somebody whose grandmother used to carry around an I Heart Intercourse bag. It says I Heart Intercourse, and then down in the right under Intercourse it says Pennsylvania. So it basically looked like she was walking around with a bag that said I Heart Intercourse. She was a cool grandmother. Anyway, all right. I don't know why I'm even looking at the mugs. I'm gonna end up passing on the mugs. I'm not gonna buy any mugs. I don't need any mugs. But look at oh my gosh, look at the Clermont mug there. That is kind of cool. I'm digging that. I don't even know all this stuff is real life. And then there's what's the castle? I have no, that's the Citrus Tower right there. I don't know. That's a cool mug as well. But again, I recently bought a mug and I'm good. I'm good with mugs. But I kind of want the Intercourse one. If it didn't say Phil, I'm glad it doesn't say Dave, because if it did say Dave, I'd have to buy it. I always question when I come to these stores, where do people disappear to? Because over the speakers right now, they're going pretty hardcore, looking for somebody, calling somebody's name over and over again, who I guess bought furniture or something like that. And they're saying if they don't come pick it up in the next 5 minutes, it's going to be sold, it's going to be gone. They've been calling this person now for 10 minutes continuously over the speakers, and I'm guessing they haven't shown up. So my question is, where did they go? This is something I hear all the time at these stores. I'm always hearing them calling for people, constantly, repeatedly, over and over again, and these people are just not showing up. If you buy something, why would you just go away and disappear? I don't get it. Anyway, I'm over here in the toy section now. Not really finding very much, but I'm looking. This is awesome, but we do actually already have the Home Alone game. We have the Home Alone game at home, so we can play it when we're alone. We have this. This is cool though. They're asking only $4 for that. Not bad. I think we played it once. I feel like we should get that game out and play it again. I remember it being fun, but for some reason we never played it again. So we gotta pop that game out and play it. Maybe this Christmas we'll give it another go. But anyway, I'm not finding anything over here in the toy section. I'm still digging. I'm still looking. I'm looking through every bag. You never know what you might find in the bags. Maybe some Vinylmations, but so far just the one. But again, I'm happy with just the one Vinylmation thus far. These are turbo wheels. Looks like Micro Machine knockoffs. Those are still pretty cool though. Oh my gosh, look at the koosh balls. What? These are little mini koosh. Oh, they're zipper pull kooshes. Those are cool. You can get the whole entire thing here for $4, $3.99 for the whole lot. Do I need zipper pull kooshes? No, but come on. These were when did comments down below. when did koosh I think they're still calling for that person. When did Koosh become a thing? I don't know what's going on over the speakers now. When were oh my gosh, when were Koosh invented? Is what I'm trying to say. I'm being thrown off by the sounds of God calling for people. Anyway, when was Koosh invented? I remember these being a very big thing in like the 80s and 90s when I was a kid. So these are very nostalgic for me. I wouldn't mind having some Koosh zipper pulls, but I don't know. I might look a little ridiculous as a 42-year-old with a Koosh ball hanging from the zipper of his like leather jacket, right? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should get one. I'm losing my mind. I'm gonna just continue to look through the toys now. Here's a bag of Funko Pops, but I'm not finding any characters in here I need. What was that noise? I'm not finding any characters in here I need. Not that I need any Funko Pop characters. Not that I would really buy any loose Funko Pop characters. I'm trying to think of a single Funko Pop that I would be like, oh, it's a loose pop. I'm buying it. I honestly can't think of any. I would pretty much any Funko Pop I would want. I think I would want like in its box. I literally can't think of a single loose pop I would want. I don't know. Maybe if I found one for like $1 of like some really cool horror character or something like that. Maybe if it could stand properly or had a base, maybe. But otherwise, I don't know. I'm thinking I'd want them all in the boxes. But all right, I'm still trying here. But as far as toys are concerned, I'm thinking it is going to be a bust. Well, I mean, I suppose a Vinyl Nation is considered a toy. I don't know. It's a collectible, but you do find them in the toy sections quite often. But I found it in the Disney section, so I'm going to say the toy section is a bust. The Disney end cap section was not a bust. That's what I'm going to say. All right. Anyway, I'm not finding anything over here. I did go through all the plush. I was hoping maybe for a Duffy Bear or maybe something for Sean, like a Mario figure or something like that, a Mario plush, or I don't know, something cool. I wouldn't mind finding another Duffy Bear. I want to get one for the van. I kind of want a Duffy in the van. Is that weird? I don't know, just sitting on the bed. I know it's not Haunted Mansion themed, although they probably did make Haunted Mansion themed clothing for Duffy. I have to look for some of that. Anyway, I wouldn't mind having a Duffy Bear in the van. So if I could find another Duffy, that'd be nice, but not today. All right, moving on from the toys, not really finding anything over there. There's a couple more rows. I want to go down, and then we'll head over to the media section. But I'm hoping that little girl. I'm hoping that little girl did not just come from the media section. If she did, and she's that upset, not a good sign. All right, I've been up and down every single aisle. I'm not really finding very much. I do appreciate Coca-Cola things. What is inside this? Ooh, it's a puzzle. Ooh, it's a puzzle. I got really excited about that for some reason. Anyway, I do love Coca-Cola things, but I don't need Coca-Cola things. So I'm thinking as far as everything non-media is concerned, we're good. I don't see anything else. Again, I am still tempted by whatever the heck those things are, because they're just cool looking, but I don't need whatever the heck those things are. I'm still looking for stuff for like the van. Every time I like walk up and down the aisles, I'm like, oh, could I use this in the van? Is that a thing that I need for the van? Do I need like a cup for the van, or do I need a container for the van? Do I need something for like storage for the van? I'm always looking at stuff. I'm getting very into, like, even though I'm gonna eventually upgrade the van, I'm still like always looking for van things, van stuff, but I'm not finding anything today, I don't think. So anyway, all right. I think as far as, like I said, non-media is concerned, we're good. All right, finally moving on into the media section, and I'm pretty sure that little girl was crying because of this, because I honestly kind of feel like crying right now. There is really nothing here. I'm pretty sure this is all the same exact stuff they had a couple of days ago on Monday when I was in here. I'm not finding anything. I'm not really seeing anything new. So I don't think they've done any restocking, which means either they just haven't gotten anything new in, which is a possibility. It's getting to the point now in the life of physical media where I'm sure a lot of places just aren't getting anything in, or they just haven't really put anything out over the last week. I'm not 100% sure what the case is here, but what I can tell you is there's not a lot going on. Lots of empty shelving, lots of the same stuff I'm not sure if I'm gonna find anything I actually need to pick up, but you gotta keep the power of positivity alive. There could actually be something here I need. I'm gonna go through all this, I'm gonna look through every last thing, and maybe, hopefully, possibly, there is actually something I wanna pick up. And with that being said, I'm unfortunately not really finding anything at all I need, with the exception of maybe this here. This is Ghost Town, the movie, made for the Ghost Town in the Sky amusement park. This is interesting. I've never seen this. Only sold, I believe, at Ghost Town in the Sky. So this is pretty cool. This is kind of tempting. Rated R for Western violence. Oh, okay. What really, though, draws me to this is the fact that it has the 1963 travelogue of Ghost Town in the Sky. I'm very curious to see what that is. So I don't know. Do I want to pick this up for $2? This, yeah, it looks like this was only actually sold at the park. So I'm kind of thinking, yeah, maybe I want to grab this. Maybe I want to pick this up. This is intriguing. This is interesting. This sparks my interest. Should I grab this for $2? It is the special edition, and again, rated R for Western violence. Okay, all right. I'm gonna pick this up. I'm intrigued. I'm gonna buy this. If you guys have seen this, leave your comments down below. I gotta pick this up. All right, so with Western violence in hand, that is gonna do it for the media section. Again, I'm not really finding anything else over there. I'm pretty sure it's all the same stuff they had on Monday when I was last in here. This was probably there. I just looked over it. I don't know. Or maybe it's new. Maybe they just put this out. I have no idea. But again, I am picking it up. So I think that's pretty much gonna do it for the Goodwill. But I did find a DVD, and I found a Vinylmation. Again, I'm not looking for huge hauls anymore. If I can find a huge haul, yes, that is awesome. That is amazing. I'm always hoping for a huge haul every time I go out thrifting. But if I can find just one thing every time I go out thrifting, I will be happy. And today, I found 2 things I want, so I'm feeling pretty good. I could buy some karate belts and just, I mean, if you just buy them, can you say you're a black belt? That's pretty awesome. And they do have a cruiser board down there, which is kind of tempting, but I don't know. I don't really use my skateboard as it is. I probably don't need a cruiser board. But all right, again, I think this is gonna be it. I'm happy, I'm good. I found some cool stuff. I'm satisfied, but all right, I'm gonna check the front counter quickly, and then I think we're done. And unfortunately, I'm not really finding much up front either. They do have a horribly disturbing face mask. I'm gonna pass on that. This is kind of cool though, the Disney movie posters from Steamboat Willie to Inside Out book. That is actually really cool, but it's not things I need. There's some StarCraft books there I don't need either. Some Deadpool and Wolverine things. I think it's a keychain, which I also do not need. Looks like somebody actually bought the rest of the Game Boy games, which is interesting because they were not very good games, very common games that they had priced a little bit too high in my opinion. But all right, so again, not really anything over here I want to pick up. The mummy bags are kind of cool, and of course the giant box of Lego down there for $275 for the bin of Lego. That's okay. Look at the Tron though. That's cool. All kinds of looks like Bleach and Naruto books down there too, which is kind of neat, but not really things I need. That Tron though is pretty awesome. But all right, there's some okay things back there, I guess, but not anything I need. The Castaway Club bag is pretty cool though. What are they asking on that, out of curiosity? They're asking only $11. It's not bad for a bag that looks like it's been like never even used, but we have enough bags as it is. We don't need more. Although I'd be lying if I said I wasn't kind of interested in this bag here. That's. Do I need another bag? I feel like I have too many bags as it is. That's kind of tempting. I might have to look at that one more. There's a Stranger Things, like Loungefly or Loungefly knockoff. Anyway, all right, are we done? I think so. I did actually come back over here to look at the bag, but I don't know. They're asking $8 on it, which is not bad. In fact, I actually already have the same exact bag at home. I have it from when I was a teenager. Mine has patches sewn all over it. It's a pretty cool bag, but again, it's from when I was a teenager. Wouldn't mind having like a newer one without patches sewn all over it, but yeah, I don't know. This one's kind of dirty. It's got something disgusting on it down there. I don't even want to know what that is. It's something hard that I probably shouldn't have. Hello? Something hard that I probably shouldn't have touched. I definitely need some hand sanitizer now. So cool bag, but I don't know. I'll wait till I find one in better condition. If I do find one in better condition, I would actually buy that bag. I would totally pick that up. Again, I already have that bag, but I kind of like one. I would kind of like one without patches all over it and in somewhat better condition. Again, mine's from when I was a teenager. I'm 42 years old now, so the one I have has been sewn up, has been patched up. It's not covered in patches because it needed to be patched up. It's covered in patches because I wanted to be cool and punk rock, but it has been patched where there were holes, and it's been sewn and fixed many, many times. So a new one would be kind of cool, but again, not that exact one. So, all right, I'm thinking we're done now. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for the Goodwill here in Clermont, Florida, where I'm happy. I found two cool things. I found a new Vinylmation for my Vinylmation collection, and a really interesting DVD. That Ghost Town in the Sky DVD is pretty cool. It has me very much intrigued. Looking forward to going home and watching it, and also checking out the special features. The special features, I gotta be honest, is pretty much why I bought it. The actual movie in of itself, we'll see if it's any good, but the special features kind of drew me to the DVD. So I figured why not pick it up? We'll see. It was $2. Seemed like a good deal. So all in all, like $7 and some odd change spent on all this stuff. I am happy. I'm not happy that they really haven't restocked the media section at all. I don't know what's going on there. Again, I guess maybe they just haven't gotten anything new in, or they just haven't put in. It's time to go home. Or they just haven't put anything new out. I don't know. But maybe next week we'll pop back out here and they'll have more stuff. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Power of positivity. But all right, I'm done. I'm going home. That strawberry lemonade refresher, it picked me up when I got here, but I'm already starting to crash. So we're done. So as always, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon, check down below for links to Spreadshirt, hit the join button to become a member of this channel to gain early access to all the videos. And check down below for a link to my other channel, Retro Restocked, for daily adventure videos. But all right, guys, that's gonna do it. Like I said, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you do subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.